Your backpacking sleeping bag is a crucial part of your sleep system and usually the largest item in your pack. Selecting the right one depends on the temperature range and moisture levels where you hike. Finding the perfect backpacking sleeping bag can be overwhelming with so many options available, each offering unique features, benefits, and price points. To make your decision easier, I've done extensive research, analyzed countless reviews, and curated a list of the best backpacking sleeping bags from trusted brands. These products are specifically chosen to help people like you find comfort and support. For pricing and additional details, don't forget to check the description below. Now, let's dive straight into the video. Number 1. Thermarest Parsec. This bag looks like a man-sized beehive thanks to its horizontal baffles and bright yellow hue. It's also my favorite sleeping bag I've ever used. Thermarest Parsec uses 800 FP hydrophobic down to create an ultra-puffy and warm sleeping bag that feels like crawling into a hug after a long day on trail. It's also sub 2 pounds and disappears in my pack. I don't use a compression sack for my sleeping bag. Instead, I stuff it in last or near last so that it takes up any empty space in my bag. The Parsec is particularly suited for this packing style as it simply disappears around all my other gear. It's a wonder to behold. One of the drawbacks to this bag is that it isn't very roomy. But to me, this means no pockets of cold air for me to accidentally disturb in the middle of the night. If I sleep on my side, I simply rotate the bag with my body instead of trying to turn inside the bag. If this sounds similar to your sleeping style, you'll love the Parsec. It only unzips on one side, but at 1 pound, 12 ounces, it's hard to care. One place Thermarest didn't skimp for weight is the phone pocket on the right side, which is one of my must-haves. It's like this bag was made for me, and its lightweight and high fill makes it the best overall backpacking sleeping bag. Number 2. Kelty Cosmic Down. Down sleeping bags can get pretty pricey, especially if the bag in question is using a high-fill power down, thinking 700 FP or greater. The Kelty Cosmic Down is the exception. It uses a 550 fill power down that brings the cost down in line with synthetic backpacking sleeping bags without sacrificing the insulation that you need to stay warm overnight. Of course, there are some trade-offs. First, this bag is pretty heavy, too heavy for most backpackers. It's also on the bulky side for a down bag, closer to what you would expect from a high-quality synthetic sleeping bag. Finally, the classic mummy shape is pretty constrictive. If you sleep directly on your back without moving, then you'll be fine. Side sleepers, stomach sleepers, fidgeters, expect to wake up at least once feeling claustrophobic. Number 3. Nemo Forte Endless Promise. While there has, naturally, always been interest in eco-friendly materials and manufacturing practices in the outdoor manufacturing space, Nemo has pushed things to the next level with their Forte Endless Promise sleeping bag. While other backpacking sleeping bags boast small percentages of the sleeping bag that are recyclable, this sleeping bag can actually be recycled. That means that at end of life you can send it in and it'll be returned to its elemental parts and turned into new products in turn, rather than ending up in a landfill. The liner and shell of the bag are also made from recycled materials, too, for good measure. The eco bona fides are impressive, but how does this sleeping bag perform in the field? I've used this bag several times over the course of summertime car camping, and, if anything, I found this bag to be too warm, even when the vents were pulled down. If you run warm, this is a great choice for shoulder season camping. I also shared this sleeping bag with a woman who runs cold, as part of a test case scenario to see how important higher value pads are compared to higher temperature rated sleeping bags. She reported feeling very comfortable on a Memorial Day camping trip that saw temps drop down into the upper 40s. If you sleep cold and are looking for a warm and comfortable bag for your camping adventures, this is a great choice that is also great for the planet. Number 4. Marmot Trestles. I purchased this sleeping bag on sale for $90 for my first foray into backpacking. It's been a trusty sidekick and source of comfort since. I'm getting misty-eyed already. The reason this is the best budget synthetic bag is because it's very cheap and not that heavy. Even not on sale, it's always affordable. There's a wide foot box that doesn't feel constricting to new backpackers. It also has a partial one-way zipper on one side and a full-length two-way zipper on the other. You get to pick which sides. This allows you to vent, relax, and reach out pretty freely. This is especially good for new hikers who should feel like their bag is a home away from home, not a straitjacket. While you can wrestle it into the included stuff sack, it doesn't pack down as small as others on this list. But most beginner backpackers looking for a budget synthetic sleeping bag will be able to fit it into their kit. The stash pocket and no-snag zippers are nice advantages, and the synthetic fill will still keep you warm in damp conditions, or if it gets wet. Number 5. Nemo Disco. The Nemo Disco has a unique spoon-shaped to zig-spoon-shaped or more room near your elbows and knees. If you struggle with mummy-shaped backpacking sleeping bags, but are looking for more weight savings than a rectangular bag, this, or one of the best backpacking quilts, is your answer. While roomy in these areas, you will not appreciate this shape if, like me, you tend to raise your knees to sleep. This is the thinnest part of the bag and doesn't allow you to curl into a ball very well. This bag is plush and soft, with snag-free zippers and a cozy, oversized draft collar. If you do get hot, there are thermo gill vents, 19-inch zippers on the chest that expose a section of uninsulated fabric for increased breathability. The pillow pocket might be too small for most inflatable backpacking pillows, but if you plan to just ball up your puffy or have a foam pillow, it's great. There's also a zippered stash pocket on the exterior that's pretty tiny. The downside of all that extra elbow room is some extra weight. If you don't mind the weight, it's plush and comfortable with the padding side sleepers crave. That's it for today. I create helpful videos like this every day, so make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. If you're looking for additional details or want to check the product prices, you'll find all the information in the description. Have questions or need assistance? Feel free to drop a comment below. Stay tuned for more amazing products to make your life easier.